Good afternoon, groovy citizens, and happy Motivational Monday. I hope you all have been having a wonderful day so far. My day's been going good. I can't complain. My day's been going good. Started off a little rough, but it's been going good. So let's jump into today's topic, which is things that will make you much happier. You know, we live in a world today where there's so much ugliness and negativity going on that we need things to make us happy, right? So I have, what do I have? I have 8 things to share with you. And then I'm going to break down how being happy helps your body. So, number 1, get plenty of rest. This may be the most important happiness move you can make. You see, when you are tired, your body produces more cortisol, which makes you feel stressed. So if you're not getting enough sleep, that's going to be a big problem for you. Now, I don't know how you measure your sleep. I measure mine with my sports watch, because when I wake up in the morning, it tells me, this morning it told me that I ended up getting 7.5 hours of sleep. I'll take that, because I normally average about 5 hours of sleep, to be honest with you. But I'll take that. But find some way to measure how much sleep you're getting. Number 2, give more hugs. Hugs have always been underrated. Physical touch makes you feel instantly more at ease. Make sure you hug at least one person a day. Hugs really will set the tone for a better and brighter day. So, now here's what I'm not saying. I'm not telling you to go out here and just randomly hug some stranger, okay? I'm not telling you that. Now, even after I've said that, if you feel led, you ever get around somebody and you just feel led to say something or do something? If you feel led, then, and they don't mind, ask for permission. Sorry, y'all, my sports bra's hanging out. I do apologize. If you feel led and you ask and they don't mind, then so be it. But just don't go around just hugging random strangers like that. But try to find one person a day that you can hug, a minimum of one. Okay, if it's more, that's great, but a minimum of 1, because the physical touch does make you feel so much better. You ever have a time when you're just tense, especially right up in the shoulder areas, and someone massages your shoulders and you're like, oh God, that feels so good. It just helps you to just relax. That's all a part of the physical touch, and that's why it's so necessary. Number 3, practice gratitude. Practicing gratitude makes you feel more fulfilled, which overall makes you feel so much happier. Make sure you write in your gratitude journal every day and list all of the things that you're grateful for that day. Now, I don't know about you all, but I have a gratitude journal, and every day I have to write down one thing that I'm grateful for. I can write down more, but I only need to write down one thing. So every day I should have something written down. Well, I do have something written down. I'm saying you should have something written down that you're grateful for. And it doesn't have to be anything large. It could be something small. The key is to have one thing that you are grateful for. Just one. That's all you need. And if you say, well, Michelle, I'm not really grateful for anything. First of all, if nothing else, you should be grateful that God saw fit to woke you up this morning. Come on now. You ought to be grateful that you have a job to go to. You ought to be grateful that you have family members that have your back no matter what. You ought to be grateful that you have friends. You ought to be grateful that you have some money in your bank account. It may not be a lot, but you have money in your bank account. You ought to be grateful that you have a car to drive. And the list can go on and on and on. So always find one thing that you're grateful for. It could be that you are grateful that you were able to get around the Beltway before all the traffic came, or right ahead of an accident. You're hoping and praying that those folks are okay, but you're grateful that you didn't get caught up in that. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about when I talk about being grateful. There's always something to be grateful for. Number 4, put your phone away. Put your phone down and don't touch it for at least 1 hour a day. This means you don't check it at all, okay? Pick the hour that works best for you. Every now and then, you do need to just put the phone down. That means you're not looking at emails, you're not looking at text messages, you're not looking at social media platforms of any kind. No YouTube, no Facebook, no Instagram, no TikTok, no WhatsApp, none of that. You're not looking at any of it. Put it down for 1 hour and focus solely on you. Now, I know for some of you that's going to be a bit difficult to do, but I believe you can do it. And even if you ever start out with just 30 minutes, whatever you do, I want you to just put that phone down for 1 hour, and I want you to just think. See, that's the time where you can just sit and think. That doesn't mean you're watching television. It just means you're thinking. Get out your pen and paper. Excuse me. Get out your pen and paper, get out your journals, and just start thinking and writing. Just meditate for that 1 hour. You can put on some soft music. And I have my yoga music I like to listen to, and I just, sit and just kind of roll my shoulders back and just do a little stretching while I'm just thinking, because some of my best thoughts come when I'm doing that. But the key is put the phone down, okay? And here's the other thing. You don't ever notice how when you stay on your phone too long, you start to get frustrated because you see all these people doing this and they're doing that and they're doing the other. They have this, they have that, they have the other. And it makes you think about all the things that you don't have, that you wish you had. And the more you're on social media, the more angry you become. That's why I said put it down. Put it down and just let your mind just think about other things. It'll make you much happier, okay? Number 5, be sure to compliment yourself. Too often, we are way too hard on ourselves. So take the time to pat your own self on the back. I think I talked about that Friday or Saturday, where I talked about if you sit back and you wait for other people to pat you on the back, honey, you might be waiting a while. So you need to pat your own self on the back. You need to love you for you. Don't worry about who else loves you. Don't worry about who else compliments you. Don't worry about who else pats you on the back. You do it for yourself. And I promise you'll be a much happier person, because when you sit around and you're waiting for other people to acknowledge what you've done and give you pats on the back, like I said, you're waiting, you're looking at your watch going, okay, now, when are y'all going to acknowledge me? And it just makes you frustrated, angry, and all that other good stuff. Do it for yourself. Don't sit back waiting for anybody else. Number 6, schedule nothing time on your calendar. So leave some unplanned time every day on your calendar. Create at least 30 minutes out of your day to do whatever you want or nothing at all. Doing this will help you feel less stressed as well. So nothing time, you can say, okay, from 1 to 2, I'm going to do absolutely nothing. I'm going to do absolutely nothing. And that's what you do. That means you're not necessarily watching television. Well, no, let me say this. You can watch television, but when you're doing your nothing time, I want you to make sure you're not running errands. You're not sending out messages. You're not responding to messages. You're not on social media. You're just doing nothing. Now, let me not say that either. Okay, let me say this. During your nothing time, you do what you want. The key is that you don't have any appointments scheduled for that time. You don't have anywhere to be at that time. That's why it's called nothing time, for 1 hour. Oh, did I say 30 minutes? Hold on. 30 minutes, I'm sorry. For 30 minutes, you're doing nothing. You don't have any errands to run. You don't have any appointments at all. Schedule that time on your calendar, and I promise you it'll make you so much happier. Number 7, drink more water. Water helps your body run smoother and clears your head. If you're not drinking enough water, I need you to get it in. Me personally, I have a big water jug. I think I showed it to you all last week. Holds 64 ounces of water. I fill that up, and it has the times that you're supposed to drink. I don't necessarily follow those times, but I do get that in during the course of the day. Excuse me. So make sure you're drinking plenty of water, because you want to also stay hydrated. And number 8, plan a girls' or guys' night out at least once a week. So research shows that simply anticipating good times makes you happier even before you've had them. So find somewhere fun to go, be it to dinner, get together at someone's house, or whatever you all decide to do. The key thing to remember is just to have fun. So again, what was the thing? Hold on. Plan a girls' or guys' night out. It's the anticipation of something fun to happen that just makes us feels so much better. So I want you all to start doing that. Get together with your buddies, your friends, your group, your inner circle, whatever you want to call it, and plan a girls or guys night out once a week. And maybe you can do it once a week. Maybe you can do it once every other week, because people have families and things like that. So a couple of times a month, try to get out and do your anticipate having fun, and then go out and actually have fun. That will make you so much happier. You ever notice how when you plan a trip of any kind, you are so excited? I mean, you are like super, super excited, and you cannot wait, and then the big day finally gets here, and it's just even more exciting. So that's what I want you to do with your planning your nights out, okay? The thing is, the whole theme of today is how to live a happier life. Now, let's talk about how being happy helps your body. I have 6 things I'm going to share with you, and then I'll bid you good day. Number 1, being happy helps your body because it protects your heart, meaning that when you're happy, it lowers your heart rate and your blood pressure. When you walk around, you're always mad and you're upset and you're angry, that causes the blood pressure to go up through the roof. Number 2, it strengthens your immune system. Number 3, it gets rid of stress. Number 4, happy people have less aches and pains. And research actually has shown that. Number 5, happiness combats disease and disability, such as chronic pain and serious vision problems. And number 6, happiness lengthens our lives. Keep in mind, this doesn't extend to ill or at least the very ill. So people that have illnesses that are, what's the word I'm looking for? That are, I'm trying to think of the right word to use. But I'm talking about people that have certain illnesses. Being happy is not going to necessarily cure that. If you have something that's like cancer and what have you, I don't believe being happy is necessarily going to cure that. But for most things, it will. Okay, so it's all the whole theme is just being happy, or I should say, for some of you all, being much happier, because you need it. Let me do a quick recap. So today I talked about things that will make you much happier. Number 1, I said get plenty of rest. Number 2, give more hugs. Number 3, practice gratitude. Number 4, put your phone away. Number 5, be sure to compliment yourself. Stop waiting for other people to do it for you. Number 6, schedule nothing time on your calendar. Number 7, drink more water. Number 8, plan a girls or guys night out at least once a week. And then I gave you 4 things that of how being happy helps your body. I said, number 1, it protects your heart. Number 2, it strengthens your immune system. Number 3, it gets rid of stress. And number 4, happy people have less aches and pains. So everything that I shared with you will be in the description box. Make sure you check that out and start living a happier life. It's a shame when you see people that walk around and they're always unhappy. I mean, just always unhappy. You know why? Because they allow other people to dictate their happiness. Just because you're acting like an ass clown doesn't mean that I have to be unhappy. That's you. I mean, I don't know what to say. That's you. But I'm not going to be unhappy just because you're walking around acting like a plumb fool. I'm not going to let your damn foolery block my happiness. I'm just not. Simple as that. So hopefully something I shared with you all resonates with you and helps you to go out and be much happier people. And here's the thing, a lot of times we think we're already happy, and then you come across a video like this and you go, wow, you know what? I'm not as happy as I could be. Well, guess what? I want you to be as happy as you can be, and then some, because you deserve it. We all deserve it. I don't care if I don't like you, you still deserve to be happy. Nobody should walk around being unhappy. So having said that, you guys, I am going to bid you all good day. It's 80 degrees outside right now. It's a little overcast, and it's actually kind of drizzling just a little bit. I'm hoping it holds off because I have physical therapy at 2 o'clock. So I want... if it's going to rain, just let it rain now, so I don't have to be out here in all that rain. Either way, I'm going to my physical therapy, so that's not an option. And guess what? I'm going to be happy about doing it. Now, I am happy about doing it. I am anticipating going to physical therapy because every time I go to physical therapy, it makes my ankle feel so much better. Now, does it hurt in the process? Of course it does. But in the end, it's going to make it feel better that much quicker. So I am anticipating the relief. I'm anticipating the day that I am pain free. See how that works? Yes, I love it. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for giving me just a little bit of your time to talk to you about being happier. If you're new to watching my videos, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. If this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. Y'all know I miss you and I don't get a chance to see you. Go out there, enjoy the rest of your day, and try to be happier. Be the happiest that you can be every day. Make that your mission every single day. And y'all know the drill, you know the spiel. I love you to the moon and back, and there's nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing that you can ever do about that, because I'm always going to love you. I'm always going to be here to motivate you, to cheer you on, to have your back, to encourage you, all of that good stuff, because I believe in you. I believe in each and every one of you. Now, go out there and do some great things, and we will talk again on Wednesday.